Hi guys, welcome back to my let's play slash walkthrough, I guess, of Long Live the Queen. Where did we leave off last time? We know where my lumen crystal is, and we were studying a whole lot of stuff that was required. So I guess now we're doing conversation and weapons because that's the highest ones, or we could do some more military. I kind of really want more of this. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We'll do more court matters, and my swords is not that great, so we'll carry on with that. Hopefully I won't die, though I'm guaranteed to probably die in this one. You study the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an... Ew. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets, building up your muscles and control. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in careful timed patterns. Lovely. No. Are you ready for the grand ball? No. All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. Ah! You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make the grand entrance. I bet I failed all of it. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Yeah, see? Failed. Crap. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes make you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Wow. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. Now, he's quite cute. It's a shame he's my dad, just saying. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. That's depressing, man. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kygo alone has brought 3 eligible sons all near your age. You look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want, and you will not be denied. Someone about your age, someone younger than you, someone older than you, someone already married, someone scandalous. Let's go with someone about our age. You approach Linley, the second son of the Duke of Kygo. He's about 2 years older than you, and he was always nice to you at school. Well, that's sweet. He bows to you with a great courtesy, and you begin to dance. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him, knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, you lose track of which steps you're supposed to do, and trip over your own feet. Woo! Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. You interact comfortably, Yomi, with your peers, leaving a wise word in every ear. During a lull in the music, Bannon, the Duke of Murray, taps out an elegant fingernail across against the wine glass, letting the clear note ring through the room. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulties. Everyone applauds politely. Nice. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance. I can't read today. Or speak. For instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you, and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. They get real young in this game, apparently. Ordell, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila, whatever, that place, and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school, and the absolute terror of the battlefields. Well, No, Bryony, she had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here dancing together, the Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sight of your cousins though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course, but it would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. Oops. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? Well... I'm just going to carry on working with the stuff that I am, like weapons and conversations for now. At least then I can attempt to not die. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise answers smoothly without having to worry about them being correct. You practice moving with a blade, sidestepping, charging and lunging. You practice using your blade to disarm opponents or shove them backwards. Nice. You wandered downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events of the domain. You're moving in such enthusiasm that you don't realise your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. You're too kind, Jocelyn. Whore! Countess Siren, not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior. Far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old, as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. Failed! She notices your stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Darling Lodi, I hope you've been well. Are you to suck your father's penis later? Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exit. I'm totally flipping her off right now. Once she's gone, you raise your eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more. And it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, good. You should be careful of how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I am paying attention to what's around me. Oopsies. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. The world is filled with dangers, and you will need the powers of a lumen to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, we might have to take drastic action. I'll wait until... Oops. No, I trust my father, and he says I shouldn't do this. He is trying to protect you. So am I. Well, I guess I'll do some poll-ups. You read collections of famous historical speeches and practice them in convincingly dramatic fashion. You borrow the menu for an upcoming banquet and practice delivering it as a dramatic speech to an audience of confused chambermaids. You learn about a variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear to the halberd and glaive. It is the time of year to decide any necessary I'm going to fail this. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there is always some room for discretion. I really don't understand all of these numbers. Keep them the same. I think they're yeah. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favourite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. I don't. I'm still pissed off. I'm very pissed off. Which means I'm probably going to have to keep at what I was doing. Well, I could do military. No, I kind of like knowing these. Visual elements are the best to flatter on first meeting. They are expected to be noticed right away. If you've spent more time with someone, suddenly complimenting their attire will ring false. Small personal details help make the recipient of your flattery feel that you've truly noticed them, which is always better than a simple, "how nice you look." You practice walking while carrying a long weapon, getting the feel for its size and weight and learning to maneuver without banging it into anything unintentionally. You learn the basic stance, grips and positions for staff fighting and how to block a blow without crushing your fingers. You practice standard attacks and sweeps with a long staff. You have unlocked a new outfit. Yay! You are requested to stand in judgment. A man has been convicted of the murder by he does not deny the act but requests a pardon that might set him free. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, your majesty, it wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me, they twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming, she tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I needed the priestesses to bless me and make me clean again. Demons that make you attack people, is that even possible? I'm very sorry for your loss. The monsters are responsible, not you. Don't blame yourself. The priestess of the royal grove will take care of purifying you. Bless you, your majesty. God damn it, I am still super angry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that, but after this. Most people want to believe that they are successful and well-liked, more than they want to believe that they are handsome. Play to these beliefs and they will be inclined to enjoy your company, even if they should know better. A certain class of dramatic personality believes utterly that they are ugly and unpopular, even if this is untrue. Flattering their appearance will make them pull away and mistrust you. Instead, compliments their intelligence. This tends to be their weakness. You practice sparring with a partner using a staff. You practice special techniques with a staff, such as twirling it or using it to vault. I should actually look at what outfits I've got after this. My lady, there is a letter for you. Who sent this? It isn't signed. It appears to be a poem describing you in a manner that is entirely inappropriate for a queen. What? With a squid? That's hilarious! Just then, an incredibly unlucky breeze swirls between the windows of your tower bedroom, tugging the paper out of your hands and off into the sky. You stick your head out the window and discover the poem caught fluttering on the roof nearby. You can almost reach it. Do you know what? I haven't done any climbing or anything, so I'm just going to ignore it. I mean, someone might find it and later ridicule me for it, but I've got composure, man. I ain't going to blush. What's the worst that can happen? It blows off and someone reads it and laughs at you. That's better than breaking your neck. Besides, if you're lucky it will rain and wash the words away. I am still epic grump. I'm going to learn some more court manners and I'm going to learn some more archery. I'm a very polite badass by the looks of it. You memorise the correct title for every servant in the castle. Treating servants with respect ensures good service. To directly challenge someone's honour is to declare war. Never make a public accusation of cowardice, treason, infidelity or murder unless you are prepared to face mortal enemies. And on that note, you study the etiquette of duelling. As a monarch, you are expected to embody the virtues of honesty, bravery and generosity. You should always offer aid to those in need. However, those you aid personally are expected to give you their utmost loyalty, even unto death. You learn about caring for your bow, how to store it between uses, string and unstring, and check for damage or wear. You also learn that you should never fire a bow without an arrow on the string. Okay, you strap on protective gear and practice gripping, drawing and anchoring the bow before finally loosing a shot, which probably killed 10 million birds. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elaf, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise, he was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elaf in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Aris, the Duchess of Lila, has petitioned the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighbouring duchies, which is generally forbidden, almost the entire eastern border. Oops, the boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar has suggested another possibility. You and Adar are both young, not far apart in age. He requests that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. He's younger than me. We're going to send him to my uncle where he will be happy. What about your brother Armand? He would be a safe pair of hands to watch over Adar, as you wish. Okay, now I just feel yielding. Yeah? Yeah. My conversation is still very high, as is my history. My weapons is fucked though. Royal demeanour. Work on elegance because I have like none of that. Not surprising, I have none in real life either. At all. You study the forms of written address, how to issue and decline invitations, how to announce an impending visit, and how to correspond with the rulers of foreign domains. You study the language of flowers and the secret meanings that can be communicated through the gift of a bouquet. And now that shit right there is fucking real life stuff that everyone needs to know. Sign me up for that class. You practice walking along a narrow road, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. And I still forgot my outfits. Oh my god. There is a woman here to see you. She is a musician, which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalise you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. I wonder if she also writes naughty poetry. Failed. The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good. Very well, you can remain as part of the court. I will do my best for you. You had better. I'm gonna still work on getting rid of my angry... Right, outfit. Tea dress. Oh, that is rather short but remarkably adorable. I'm going to keep it on. That's cute. It's cute, but you know what? I want the tea dress. I'm gonna wear a tea dress, and we're gonna work on my public speaking. Yes. And what else was I doing? Completely forgot now. Oh, my elegance. Yes. You learn about debate techniques and practice them by trying to convince a castle gardener why a new fountain would be a good idea. Your teacher assigns you to create and memorise short speech of your own. You practice standing and walking with books balanced on your head. You practice the elegant way to hold and sip from a teacup, your pinky slightly extended for balance. You are strapped into a corset and a hoop skirt and practice walking with these. The corset makes it hard to breathe and twist, and the skirt always sways out of control if you move too rapidly. You have another one, really? Ooh. You receive a letter from young Lord Adair. So far, he's enjoying himself with your uncle Armand in Mazomba. He says the trees look different and there are a lot more frogs. He looks forward to visiting the lookout fort at Shepherd's Point. Well, I'm glad he's happy. Okay. What was the other outfit I got? Ooh, princessy. I really need to get my agility up, to be honest. Because my weapons is pretty good. I should probably work on athletics as well. I can't remember how you get that one up though. But if I'm going to finish my conversation. Because that's almost done. So... Most people want to believe that they are special and will react to hints that they are receiving slightly better treatment than others. However, too obvious favouritism will stir resentment, and only the vain enjoy it. The most reliable form of flattery is to convey that you honestly like the target, enjoy spending time with them, and wish to think them to think well of you. You practice graceful arm gestures for every motion, from offering your hand for a kiss to taking hold of a banister at the stairs. You practice eating slowly and with the minimum of mess, chewing each bite a set number of times before swallowing. Staring up into the sky out your window, you notice a strange flash of light. A falling star. Pretty. I'm gonna go with some afraid. More cobwebs. I can't remember what afraid does, but I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna do some more composure and meditation, or lore actually. Lore. What did it was? Composure, is that what it said? Yeah. At your command, your teacher strikes your palm with a leathered horse, and you learn to bear the sting. Ouch. You lie on a couch and try to remain relaxed while your teacher smacks your heels with a leathered horse. And what? This is just straight up abuse. Only a Lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal, the ability to control a crystal. Right. Well, I know what I'm going to do. What a beautiful day. It's nice to stop and breathe sometimes. You order the guards to step aside and let you into the treasury. They waver slightly, but in the end they stand by your father's command. Did I just screw that up entirely? I need more presents. Ah, athletics. Awesome. Let's go with running. I'm probably going to drown in the fucking pond now. You plant your feet in a strong stance, imagining that you are a tree deeply rooted into the earth. You feel the power within you, and you know that you will not be pushed aside. You practice focusing. You practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of every day. My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Bryony. Why does she keep writing to me? We were never even friends. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwinnell's birthday party. That's right, Gwinnell is about to turn 15. She'll be a Duchess of Sudbury for real now. The other letter must be my invitation to her celebration. There. This will be a bigger event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. Yeah, well. Why isn't there one with no effect? I'm going to try this again. Failed again. Right. Okay, well at least I haven't got frickle and decoration, which means I'm going to look like a twat when I go to this party. But fingers crossed everything else will be okay. What was it? Running. I'm just going to do the same things again. You practice being aware of your environment, seeing everything as it transpires around you, feeling that you are in control of it all. You practice giving commands at the castle staff, neither asking nor demanding, but telling them what needs to be done. As long as you believe it to be true, they will as well. You switch back and forth between a brisk walk and a light bouncing jog. Not too fast, you're building endurance rather than speed. You steadily increase the proportion of time you spend jogging, with shorter breaks of walking to recharge your energy. On your journey to Sudbury, your carriage is attacked by bandits. I'm gonna die. See, failed. You look down and shot the arrow which has buried itself in your side. Outside you can hear screams and curses, but it's unreal. Your world is centered around pain. Yep. Afraid to pull it loose, you heard a story somewhere about pushing arrows through the body, so you brace yourself and give it a shove. Unfortunately, this drives the arrow deeper into your vital organs, turning a painful wound into a fatal one. Fuck, man. Fucking birthday party killed me. Elodie did not survive to reach her coronation. Nova would have to go on without her, but it doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, train different skills, and Elodie's star may rise. You know what? I'm going to load from where we started this episode off from. I'm peed off again. Oh, man. So much more to do again. Weapons and military. No, I actually really want to do... I'm going to do archery, because that's probably where I need to... Like I said, it failed by 3 or something like that, so... Let's do... military... naval strategy. You learn that the sea is not something you hold, it is something you travel across. Naval strategies ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. You learn about caring for your bow and how to store it. Just... Right, we did all this, and we knew we were going to fail it. At least I didn't... Yes, yes. Yeah, we remember. I sensed magic and I failed. Right. I'm gonna stick with that for a minute, do something different. You study different kinds of ships, their names, designs, and the number of crew needed for each. You study different kinds of ships, their speed, maneuverability, and standard complement of weapons. You strap on protective gear and practice gripping. In this outfit, I practice archery. Good afternoon, Countess. My, what large breasts you have, putting them on to display. Lady, really, my dear, it's not polite to comment on a lady's attributes like that, but you are young, you will grow. Ooh. Perhaps you will be seeing more of each other in the future. Yes, we remember. Let's do some more swords. You learn about the requirement for all civilized... Yeah. Okay. You practice slow swings. Use... It's the time of the year to decide any necessary adjustments. Oh, I failed this. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to keep them the same again. may not be time for it. Skills. I'm gonna keep going with swords. You learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march, and how long they will remain edible. You study the equipment that soldiers need available, such as bedding, weapons, armor, medicine, bandages, and the tools to repair anything damaged. You practice moving with a blade, sidestepping, charging, and lunging. You practice using... yeah. Sweet! You were requested to stand judgment. Oh my god. I need to be more yielding. I'm just not going to go to this birthday party this time. It's depressing. It is depressing me how much it's being a douche on it. You study different kinds of transport, animals, wagons, sledges, ships, boats and boots. You learn about support costs. Sounds lovely. I've unlocked a new outfit. You learn about a variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear to the halberd and glaive. There is a letter for you. It is inside. Oh, it's this poem thing. That's hilarious. Oh my god, what is with my mood? I feel pressured. Lovely. So, what does that give me? Athletics, and I'm gonna do that. Let's do some climbing. You practice climbing up and down fixed ladders, driving out any fear of heights and learning how to move swiftly and surely. You learn the basic stances, grips and positions for your staff fighting, and how to block a blow without crushing your fingers. You have unlocked a new outfit. I regret to inform you that yes, he died. We're gonna send him to... Shit. Whoops. Wow! That was an accident I didn't mean to do. Seriously. What outfit did I get? I just leave the cutesy tea dress on. Even though it's like really minus right now. No one cares. I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing. You learn to evaluate whether a tree or a branch is safe to bear your weight. You clamber up and down trees until able to fetch fruit or get a better view. You practice standard attacks and sweeps with a long staff. You practice sparring with a partner using a staff. She is a magician and we're gonna hire her. I'm gonna sneak out, fuck it. I still feel too pressured! Oh god. Just keep going. At least I'm not dead again. You practice climbing up and over a wall with the aid of a well-anchored rope. Leaning into the wall as you push into the balls of your feet. And I can't do it anymore. You practice shooting at clearly marked targets across the flat field. How is Adar settling to life at the castle? I found him in the garden trying to catch fox. I think he's still afraid of me. I'm sure you'll work things out. Oh my god. I need to make her feel more lonely. Fine. I'm gonna switch weapons to Faith. She can learn some meditation. It's always good for you. Learn to run. You practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. You practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil. Yeah, falling stars are pretty. I really need to get the pressure to come down. There we go. I need to be able to do intrigue. Athletics I shall continue with. And what else? Conversation. Let's get these court manners down, shall we? You switch back and forth between, yeah. You study the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept it. Yeah, we did that one already, didn't we? I have unpleasant news to report. Talares, the Duke of Sedna, has instituted high tariffs and trade restriction. Business is disrupted and there are glowing shortages. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't have enough money in the treasury. Shit. The locals will just have to suffer. Well, that's nice. I want her to feel more willful. There we go. Right, so now I can do what with willful? What does willful give me? Nothing. Lovely. Carry on with what I'm doing then. Switch to public speaking. Yay! Now I can outrun a bitch. Your teacher asked you questions about... Yeah, we did that one already. May lady, there are letters for you. Yeah, we're not going to that party. No. Send your regrets. Stop. So, I really need to learn intrigue. Like, a lot. And lumen would be good. And presence would be good too. Presence needs to be yielding, I know that. I guess I can get... Humna. I'm gonna go with... Oh, you get comfortable in the water, splashing around and holding your breath to go under. And practice walking and hopping through the shadows, feeling the difference in resistance than the water. Visual elements are best to flatter on first meeting. Yes. All of my friends at Grinnell's Pine, I don't get to go. I sent Grinnell a letter saying that I couldn't come, but it was... well done. Well done. I put all that fucking thing in court manners and you can't even do that. My god, girl, stop being so freaking cheerful. I'm gonna stick her in the tower. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, blatantly shove her in the tower. Oh, I was supposed to stick with what I'm doing as well, aren't I, really? Some more public speaking. You practice floated on your front and your back, letting the water do the work of holding you up. You practice treading water, keeping yourself afloat and increasing periods of time. Well, do you know what? At least I'm not going to drown in the damn pond. You borrow the money menu. Yeah, we did that one, didn't we? Money. Oh, what's this? It's a cushion, finely embroidered with the design of a running horse. It's well done and clearly required hours and hours of needlework, but it's also fairly useless. That's nice, I guess. Oh my god, look at... What is this? Why? LOL. Man, she could keep working on her swimming. You learn several different styles of swimming across the water and the leg and arm strokes for each. You learn styles of swimming to be used underwater. Wow, there you go, maxed it. Your teacher assigns you to create and memorise a short speech of your own. Your teacher assigns you to read about a subject, then requires you to answer the questions on the spot in front of an audience. Nailed it! Hello, Elodie. I'm sorry to trouble you, but have you seen Bryony? No, not since I left school. She shakes her head. She's gone missing. She's not at school where she should be, and I know she was unhappy, but I never expected. She wrote me a letter saying she was bored and looking for an adventure, but that's all I know. Oh dear. I hope she hasn't done anything too foolish. My poor little lamb, I have to go look for her. Oh yay. Are you actually like... Christ, my conversation is still like heavily huge. Medicine is up. Military is up. Royal demeanour is getting there. I think I need to work on being yielding. Court manners. Don't know. I'm just gonna put my running up at no. Medicine. Let's do poison. Certain poisons will counteract each other, such that either on their own will kill the victim, but carefully applying a matching amount of the other will cure. If a victim is stabbed with the poisoned spine of a sea urchin, the spine must be removed carefully and the affected area soaked in very hot water in order to cook out the poison. To directly challenge someone's honour is to declare war. Yes. As you're walking through the Great Hall, a freak gust of wind suddenly blows out all the candles in the room. An omen of war and danger. There's no sign of where the danger might be coming from, so there's nothing you can do about it. Perhaps there's nothing. Right, so... I need to be... I'm afraid as fuck. Look at this. Which gives me... I'm just going to do flattery and faith. Meditation. You close your eyes and relax every muscle of your body in turn, letting that feeling travel down through you from your head to your fingertips and toes. You take slow deep breaths, letting that air move through your body, feeling it give you life and energy. Sweet. We'll just go with you read it, 'cause things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheery. You could hold a tournament. What a good idea. Knights, jousting, musicians, and all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a competition. What will you offer as the prizes? Employment. The winners will have the option of taking up royal appointments. It's a recruitment drive. Very well, I will draft the announcement. As you move through the hall, your eyes fall upon a vase of flower. Pretty, but apparently not getting enough water. The leaves on one blossom had shriveled. Someone on hall duty is being lazy. These flowers should be replaced. You continue up the stairs to your room where a maid is waiting for you. My lady, a guest has arrived. A merchant house. I believe it was sent with a shipment down there. To find... Oh god. Chocolates. There is a little card with the box. Oh, with our compliments. The House of Crowley. Oh, cool, man. That's oddly high-handed for some tiny trader that I've never heard of. Don't feel like candy right now. Maybe later. Yeah, because it would have fucking poisoned me. I need to be more yielding. There we go. Right, so now I can do intrigue, but it's not going to be as good as if I did my elegance, which I'm going to work on, because it needs doing. Lol. Right, elegance is needed, and probably... Do you know what? I'm going to do some trade. So, elegance, trade. You practice walking along a narrow vale. Yes, yes. You learn that even the smallest of villages has a central market where locals can trade what they have grown or made with others who have different skills. This is the week of the general tournament. Nobles and commoners alike have turned out to compete against each other. The people will be pleased if you participate in the games, however, it would expose you to danger. What event would you wish? I would, what am I good at? Archery. Partial success. But to do so, an enormous number of people when you are swiftly eliminated from the competition, but with no reason to be embarrassed about it. All the winners are announced and displayed with great cheers as near Queen. You place your flower garlands around their necks. All of a sudden, a man approaches the winner's platform. It's Kivan, the Earl of Low. In one hand, he carries an armoured gauntlet, in another, a sand. Ugh, my family's blood is on your hands. What is he talking about? He casts a metal glove on the ground and clatter and raises his sword, pointing at you. I'll challenge you, Elodie. A life for a life. He's challenging you to a duel. Refuse. I'm not going to fight just because you want me to. Unfortunately, it seems he isn't interested in you for... Oh, nice. He isn't interested. Oh, he charges at me anyway. You leap out of his path, but he swerves and comes at you again, braying like a mad bull, so you keep running. Moments later, he staggers and collapses, an assortment of arrows standing out from his body like pins for a cushion. It's really not the best of ideas to attempt a murder in front of an entire tournament of trained warriors. After the tournament, a minor tragedy is revealed. One of the stewards apparently had an incredibly sweet tooth and dared to steal a piece of your recently received chocolates. He had a sweet tooth. The chocolates were poisoned. When you ask questions, it turns out that the merchant house which supposedly sent you the present never existed. Someone has tried to kill you, but you don't know who. Dun dun dun. Right. Wow. That's depressing, isn't it? Gonna leave that there. Week 33, 33 weeks of staying alive. That's fairly impressive for me. Thanks for sticking around if you've watched the first one and this one. If there's anything you want me to work on, please put it in the comments. If not, then don't bother, just enjoy watching it. And see you later.